I am I guess technically now a second year MBA student full-time at NYU, and I start again in September. So in terms of my career, even though I was a political science major in college, I fell into finance, and I began my career in investment banking as a debt underwriter in the city. Then I was a market maker for secondary shares of unicorn companies. And then I went back to the world of private credit in Chicago, doing sales and marketing. So I kind of looked at my life. I had been in finance almost the entirety of my career, focusing on private credit. And I was at the crossroads, and I realized it's time to make a change. And I wanted to kind of leave finance. I remember when I started business school, the thing they kept on saying is you need to build your network. It's all about building your network. And yes, I know the main reason that people go to business school is to build your network. But I think after a year in this experience, I would say, you might say this is the same thing. It's really about building relationships and cultivating bonds with people. Because I kind of think the notion of the network, there can be something transactional about that. And what I've loved during my time at business school is really making great friends, great mentors, being exposed to new industries and jobs. For me, coming from sales and marketing, I'm very much an extrovert. And I think if you want to network, you very much have to be active and go out there. Like as Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Whereas my grandfather said, if you're wondering what's going on in the world, you're not going to find out by staying home on a Saturday night. So that's why for me, especially last year and even now amidst COVID-19, reaching out to alumni, reaching out to companies that are interested, reaching out to faculty that I really admire and saying, I'd love to talk to you and get your perspective. I think what a lot of people forget is wherever we came from before in our lives and wherever we're going, at this particular juncture in time, we are all students. And because we're students, people are willing to hear us out, and they will really kind of be far more approachable than if you're looking for a job. And so for me, it's really taking that approach to say, look, I would love to get your perspective on your job in product marketing, or I'd love to hear what your life is like at this company. But to really take that first step and show an enthusiasm and an eagerness to learn, that's what's key. For some people in business school, it's about the coffee chats and the networking circles with the aim being to get the job. But I think, admittedly, before COVID-19, being in New York, getting the chance to go to Salesforce or Facebook's offices and just to talk about life and see, how did they end up there? For me, that was the coolest thing ever. A lot of people say that the soft skills are fluffy and don't matter. I say the soft skills are the things that will stay with you for the rest of your life. For me, I did a lot of public speaking when I was in high school and middle school, but I think you can always get better. I took a class called Engage Your Audience, and Diane Leonard was the most incredible faculty member because if you were doing something wrong, she would call you out on it, whether it was posture, whether it was tone, eye contact, and really everyone improved so much over that semester. It was hands down the most valuable thing I took. I certainly think I'm the unconventional MBA for many reasons. I think, look, when you go to business school, for so many people, it's just about the job, and the environment is one where people are really taught or told it's about accolades. It's about getting the high salary, getting the company with cachet, and not really focusing on kind of a sense of personal fulfillment as well as development. So I think as a result, the biggest challenge is not succumbing to imposter syndrome. Whether you're focusing on yourself, whether you're not going for a big company and going for a startup, being okay with that and running your race. I think that's something that's really easy to lose sight of. And I think especially in this environment with the global pandemic, it's harder to focus on yourself. As I've had some friends say, God, I have friends at bigger companies that have offers. What am I going to do? And so I think you got to really be able to run your own race. Let's see. What I enjoy watching, I was a political science major like you in college, but it wasn't until this summer I started The West Wing, which is amazing, and it gives you so much hope and makes you think about what politics could or should be. Watching Money Heist, also on Netflix, the Spanish bank heist drama, which is great. For podcasts, I've been listening to Every Little Thing, which is about like every little thing you always wondered about, and just listening to a lot of alternative Indian classic rock. And for me, I'm an avid reader. My Kindle's my life. I read the New York Times every day. I would say in particular, I just finished The Gentleman by Forrest Leo, about a Victorian gentleman that accidentally sells his wife to the devil. And it's definitely worth reading. And I'm going to be starting Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning soon, and Siddhartha to Read Again by Hermann Hesse. Yeah, if anyone wants to get in touch with me to talk about life, books, food, music, the MBA experience, best way to get in touch with me would be my Stern email, which is rf2287@stern.nyu.edu.
Awesome. Great. So thank you so much, Rob, again for joining us. This was awesome.
Thank you very much for having me.